We go to law school, we come from this wonderful country, and I think this is a great country to try and serve the public good, and I think as individuals we want to make a difference to the lives of others.
I first met Fritz sometime in the year 1960 when we were both students at the Harvard Law School. He was a third-year student, I was a second-year student, but we became friends. He reminds one every day that the dream one had as a law student of what it could be like to practice law, of what the promise of this profession could be made a reality. And if everyone has doubts about it, one looks at Fritz and says, by George, that hope could be made real. That hope is actual, and we can do that too. So he's been a great inspiration to all of us.
You hope you can make a difference, and every lawyer should want to do that at least part of their life. Some people, as the people working in Brooklyn Legal Services, are pretty much devoting their entire life to doing that. And I've tried to mix, and I think the one tragedy for a lawyer is if you don't spend any time working on public interest matters. I think you miss an awful lot.
This community owes a lot to Fritz Schwarz, whether it was his work on charter reform, or his work on the environment, or his work on providing legal services to the poor, or what have you. This community is a better community because Fritz was there.
Never look back, always think about now and the future, and don't be satisfied with what you've done. Keep on trying to do more. It's nice to be honored as long as you don't become a professional honoree. I think that lawyers who have devoted themselves to the public interest full-time are ones that those of us who've tried to do it part of the time owe a big debt to. If you spend 50 years and you're doing wonderful legal work and you haven't had a chance to address the public interest, I don't think you're going to be as happy. Happiness is one thing, satisfaction is another. It makes you happier and it makes you more satisfied with what you've done, and hopefully you make a difference.
There was a need for someone to step up to the plate and say we need to make some changes, and usually that happens within a community.
Los Honorees is an organization that was set up to work with people in the neighborhood that lack the facilities or the ability of getting services. Our main purpose was to provide an affordable, safe home for the neighborhood.
He provides the stability that many community organizations just don't have, saving a community, improving a community, revitalizing a community against some very hostile economic and social forces. So he's both had a vision, but also had that stabilizing core and fiscal conservatism and integrity that really has been miraculous and really wonderful.
I'm happy with what's taking place, but I'm always cautious, and I always say that there's room for improvement. There's a lot more that needs to be done. The only way we're going to improve personally and as a community is by improving our minds, and we're not challenging our kids to improve themselves, and that's a problem, because we need them to be able to grow and improve and be better than us if they can.
An individual like David makes all the difference in the world, because over the life of an organization like Los Honorees, and there are other wonderful community organizations, they go through crises all the time and are confronted with challenges all the time, and one person makes a difference. He certainly has been key to the survival and growth of the organization, no question about it. People kind of take for granted the success and the importance you have, and we just want to say a big thank you to David for all he's done and all we hope he will do in the future.
It's a great honor to be honored by anyone, but in this place, specifically by a peer group. The only thing is that I feel that the honor usually is not on me, but in the people that work with me. I hope that everybody understands that when they're honoring me, they're not honoring me, they're honoring the people I work with.
I was born in Brooklyn, born and raised in Brooklyn, and I love the people that are still in Brooklyn and seeing what's happened to the communities. They have gone through their times of going up and down, but Brooklyn is such a vibrant place. I mean, every kind of different community. It's a whole world in one, and there's clearly lots that needs to be done, but there's an awful lot of people who are working to make things better. Brooklyn A and Chase have combined on a lot of projects. I'm proud to just be in the middle of it.
As soon as you get off the bridge into Brooklyn, you can see the things that John Imperial is responsible for. The rebirth of the downtown area. So many organizations that we know of. We know people that are very involved in community work because we like to be involved. And they have all been helped by John Imperial.
John cares about people, and he has a unique character about himself where the leadership comes out. He's concerned about a lot of people, about their welfare. He wants to empower people with knowledge and wisdom.
I would characterize John as, most of all, just being a very good partner. And since we began partnering, corporate marketing and communications and corporate community relations, we have endeavored to try and add something to the quality of life in the boroughs around New York where we work and where we do business. So if I were going to describe or use one adjective to describe John Imperial, I would say John's a great partner.
It's a world of partnerships, and I think the community leaders in Brooklyn have recognized that nobody is trying to solve all the problems themselves. Everybody is trying to work in partnership to strengthen the communities.
If you're honoring John, that's the best thing anyone can do, because all of us need encouragement. We need to be told that we appreciate your support.
People believe that, that they can make a difference, that they can change, and that is at the basis of every positive change you see in the city. It's some person, some organization saying, of course we can make that better. And now I have the resources of Chase, so it's a blessed life.